Hey folks, Barry the Beer Guy here with Ibuyoldbeer.com. It just occurred to me that to all my valued subscribers and such, I don't really give you much for content. I often think of making videos, but I rarely come through. Tonight that's going to change. I'm just working on a beer sign here in the absence of my wife and son, and I've got the kitchen table a mess. I'll have it cleaned up before they get home, but I am working on a Schmidt rotating barrel sign. Two-sided sign, looks like it's in a dimensional plastic barrel. It's got a center insert with a beer goblet and the Schmidt logo on the other side. Notoriously fragile, made out of plastic. And I'm just going to show you a few tips on what I do to clean things up and repair them and such. So glad you tuned in. Ready? Let's go. Here's what I'm talking about. You see this side? I've removed, and I'm going to talk about a problem here, this glass from the side. But you know what often happens with beer signs and lights? Is that somewhere along their life, the bartender goes,
"Hey Jim, you see the lights out on that sign? You want to put a light bulb in it? Quit standing around and checking a newspaper and smoking a cigarette?"
"Yeah, no problem. I'll put a light bulb in it. Hey, we only got these 50 watt or 100 watt.
"Shut up. Put it in. Fix the light."
So they put in a high wattage bulb. In this case, I took out a 40 watt appliance bulb, and look at the damage that did. I covered this up with tape just because you don't want that glaring hole. But bartenders or people in a tavern would often relamp beer signs with whatever bulb was available. And when you got a 40 watter in here, the heat of it burns through the side of the inside of the sign. And you can see up here too, where it's even warped the insert a bit. This one, before I took it apart, had a ton of bar grime on it. Not too bad. Now there you can really see where it's warped. But this is kind of cool. This rotates, and inside we've got glitter stars and such. I've still got some dust to clean out of there. But I'm going to show you, this won't be long, just a little hack or one thing that helps me. If you've got plastic signs like this, I'm using the cleaning wipes here. That's all I've got. But these Armor All wipes are gold when it comes to plastic. You know what you do? And I'll pull one out just to show you. Ooh, smells nice. But what you do is lay it down like that on your plastic, and you get something like this. Don't use a screwdriver or a pen or pencil or something that will scratch your sign. But what you can do is get in the recesses using something like this and get all these nooks and crannies, and it cleans it up real nice. If you use the regular Armor All wipes, it will give it sometimes an almost unnatural sheen, but boy, Armor All really works good for cleaning up these plastic signs. But what I was going to show you on this one is, you see this outer rim, how it's got these cracks? I mean, super fragile. See that? What I use on these, and you have to make sure this outer barrel part is opaque, meaning that you cannot see the inner light through it, so it doesn't matter what I use on the back. A lot of times if you use masking or duct tape or something, give it about a year, it'll start pulling up. But what I have found works terrific is this is, I mean, you know what duct tape is, but this is for actual metal ducts, and I believe it is made of metal. But what's great about it is it conforms to the contours of the plastic and really makes a tight seal. So what I've done here, I won't bore you with tearing it off and such, is place it here, and then you can use this same tool to press it into corners and such. And what it does on the surface is it makes that almost seamless. It truly fixes it in. And I will do that same thing with this edge crack here, and especially this problem area right here. So get yourself a roll of this, get some Armor All cleaning wipes, and you can just do basic cosmetic repairs on a beer sign like this. Cleans it up pretty well. I still have to tinker with the motor and such on this, but basically this is a barrel end. This center insert rotates around. It shows the goblet on one side, spinning around to show the Schmidt on the other side. And I would say this is probably with the address of West 7th Street, Probably a late 60s, early to mid 70s type sign. So that's all for tonight's lesson. Glad to check in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for subscribing. I will try to do other stupid, menial, little tinkering MacGyver type fixes on beer signs because I know some people find them valuable. It's not museum quality, it's not archival, but you know what? It really gets the job done. This type of tape really works well for these type of problems. Take care. Stay hydrated.